see your point. How about this? I dress up like a ghost in one of those sheets and scare them when they come up to our porch.
Well, I'm afraid you wouldn't make a very convincing ghost. Certainly not wearing a sheet. You could be a black cat.
What do you mean?
Well, black cats are part of Halloween. You see them in pictures? Look, I know you're a calico, but I can make you black.
A black cat would scare people.
Black cats are considered bad luck.
Why?
People get scared if one crosses the path in front of them.
Humans. All right, James, how do I get black?
Well, I don't actually know. I've never colored a cat before, or anything else for that matter, although I've considered darkening my beard. Will you sit still while I spray you?
If it helps me scare people, yes. I will if you agree to dress like a ghost.
What? Me? I don't plan to leave the house.
Oh, what difference does it make? Maybe we can start a new tradition.
I'll get a sheet and some spray. The next day I went to the store and bought our equipment. I got home early to get ready for our adventure. She complained constantly as I sprayed and combed the black liquid into her fur. Fortunately, she is a short-haired cat, so the can had enough color in it to cover all her orange and white places. Finally, I was finished and told her to look into the mirror. When she saw me, she jumped backward and hissed before she realized who she was. But then, after she had walked around in front of the mirror and looked at herself from every side, she began to strut, proud of how frightening she looked.
I looked positively gruesome.
By the time the sun was setting, we were ready. Sunday and I took 3 bowls of candy, sat down on the steps. The street was quiet, with little traffic, for a long time. Then we heard voices at the far end of the street, and they grew louder as the trick-or-treaters got closer. The first small clump of people arrived. I saw a large man stopped, signaled for his 3 little tykes to come up to my house and collect their treats. The 3 little innocent kids made their way through the grass, bags open, ready for their harvests. As they got to the steps, all 3 of the kids screamed. They threw their sacks of candy into the air and turned and ran back towards the man. I called to them, told them not to be afraid that I had just got goodies for them. But they kept running down until they got to their parent, until their parent hid behind them. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of the yard trying to calm their fears, and the man was raising his fist for me to stop. He was speaking hurriedly into a cellular phone. I heard him name my street. I was still in the yard, too shocked to go back to the porch when the police arrived. Sundae had completely disappeared, leaving me alone to explain our behavior. The tykes and their daddy stayed long enough to accuse me of all kinds of perversion, and then they left to continue their search for carbohydrates while I tried to talk my way out of being arrested. I remember only snatches of the conversation.
Sir, we don't approve of this kind of
behavior. I know,
behavior.
officer, I didn't mean
The kids were supposed to scare you, not you.
Yeah, I did before a cat.
Your cat? Your cat?
It took me about an hour to talk them into letting me off. I had to promise that I would go inside, close my door, turn off my porch light, not answer the doorbell the rest of the night. They said they would keep an eye on me from now on. Insipidly, impotently, I thanked the Nazi stormtroopers as they left. As I climbed my front steps, Sundae came out from under the porch and followed me. I noticed she was grinning at me, thoroughly enjoying my discomfort.
Sort of backfired on you, didn't it?
Backfired? On me? It was your idea. I hope you're happy. I'm not.
No, it just shows you how ridiculous some of your human traditions are. Trick or treat. Funny.
You don't have a choice to make, Sundae. I plan to enjoy it either way you decide to go.
What?
Well, now I can leave you black.
No!
So you don't want to go through life being an unlucky cat.
Oh, it's not that. I just want to be myself again.
All right, then you have another choice. You can either lick all the black off.
Can I do that? Should I?
Oh, you can, but it'll probably kill you. I know, it was a lie, but I was feeling mean right about now. Or, this gives me great pleasure, I can give you a bath.
A bath!
She was deathly afraid of any more water than could be held in her bowl. Now don't worry, I'm not going to chase you. You have to decide. It's either stay black, die of lead poisoning, or come over here, surrender your will and well-being to me, and let me give you a bath. That had to be one of the most pleasant jobs of the entire autumn. Sundae submitted to her first bath. I used plenty of shampoo, and I even gave her a second lathering, even though after the first one, she was a calico once more. She hated it as much as I loved it. For a good half hour, I scrubbed and rinsed her, knowing that she would itch for weeks in the dry autumn air. I chuckled as she swore at me and the world in general. I didn't know she knew such foul language. I have no idea where she learned it. I was angry with Sundae for about a week after what happened.